Hi everyone, my name is Jason and welcome to my channel. Those who are new here, a lot of my channel is a lot of Harbor Freight tool reviews because I did a tool refresh and basically threw away almost every single one of my tools. I'm older, I'm honest, I'm 58 years old, and I basically got rid of tools that were very, very old. I refreshed them with Harbor Freight tools, which I've been very impressed by. So that's how I continue to buy. And today we're going to do an unboxing of this BAUER horse and a quarter motor. This is a 12-inch disc sander. It has 1725 RPMs. It's corded, of course, because I don't know if you can get anything cordless that has that much power. And we're going to unbox it. We're going to go over to our website and talk about it. It does come with one 60 grit sanding disc. And I went ahead and I bought this. This is actually a 3-pack. It has a 60, 80, and 120 grit. And so let's go over to the Harbor Freight website, and then we're going to go over through it. Then we'll come back here and I'll explain why I bought this. And here we are on the Harbor Freight website. And you see the regular price of this is $199. When I bought it on a coupon. I want to say it's like $159 because that's actually been sitting in a box for the last 4 months. I just haven't had time to take it out and do a review on it. So a lot of times I'll buy tools, and right now I'm sitting on at least 10 different tools right now that I need to get through the channel and get reviewed and show you all. Now let's talk about this Eastwood here, which I never even heard of that brand before. But I'm going to show you something that is pretty unique. This Wren here, which I think the BAUER and Wren, a lot of them look identical things. Specs, 8 amp direct drive motor, 1,725 RPM. And I was looking at this one. This was, well, you can't get it right now. A lot of Wren products come and go. You'll see them on the Amazon website and then they just disappear for months. And this was $199 also. And I was going to get this one till that coupon came up for the BAUER, and that's when I bought the BAUER. And you see it got a feedback rating of 52. I'm assuming that this is not a very popular tool. That's why the reviews are so low on that. Looking for a powerful sander, this will make quick work of anything. This is it. Very smooth operation. All right. So like I said, with anything with Harbor Freight, just wait for the coupon, or 20% off. Sometimes they have 20% off one product, All right, let's go back to the tool. Okay, we're back at my shop. I was actually surprised how big a box and how heavy this actually was. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna actually unbox it outside because I really don't have a lot of room in my shop for a tool this big. You see, I'm really cramped as it is, and I got more tool reviews to go through there sitting around here. But before I do that, I'm going to cut away to another one that I bought, and I'm going to explain why I bought this. And here's the one I bought before that 12-inch. This is actually a 6-inch, and I have a review on this. What happened is that, the stuff I was sanding on here was bogging it down. And I'm not putting this down at all, but I do a lot of log stuff, and this thing, I could actually stop this thing many times trying to do this bigger stuff. And it works great for small stuff. For the bigger stuff that I'm going to be demonstrating it like this, you got to go with that bigger unit. So we're outside, and we're unboxed it, and we're using the Black & Decker Workmate 425 that we're going to use this on. All right. Like I said, this is really heavy. And for an old guy like me, young guys probably wouldn't have an issue with it. My strength is not as good as it used to be. All right, so we got instructions. Got some foam. That's the table. Goes in the front of that. Here's a fence guide. All right, see if I can take this off here. So there it is in the box, very well packaged. A lot of times what happens at Harbor Freight is that, you'll get damaged boxes at the corner, which is pretty common. Just make sure that your unit is okay if you actually have a damaged box, which I've had lots of damaged boxes many times. Actually, I'm going to put this on the ground, then take it out and put it on the workbench. Yeah, it looks like right here, there's a lot of your weight on that cast iron frame. It does have rubber feet on it well, so hopefully it shouldn't, walk, right? A lot of times you crank these things up, these things have a tendency to walk. And with the rubber feet on there, it should stay put. So sometimes I have to clamp stuff down. All right, this came in the box as well. This is a clamp down that table, that fence in the front. And it looks pretty solid. Like I said, the Wren and this look identical. So if you're looking at getting one of these, if you really want to get the Wren's really close to exact match of this one. All right, let's get that front fence on. Yeah, this looks pretty solid as well. I think the BAUER line's pretty good. Of course, you got the Hercules line, but a lot of stuff ain't available in the Hercules line. And you got the Lowen line too, which is a Warrior line. I got a few stuff from Warrior, which is pretty good. And here are the parts that come in that bag. The instructions don't say, but I was looking at a picture. So this here goes here on both sides. You got two of those. And we're going to tighten it down. So you want to bottom that out. And we got a washer. And that. And tighteners goes here. And this tightens that. If you need tighter, adjust that. Make that locked it in a little more so it don't move. Now one thing about this side that it hits here, so you want to start this as far as you can this way, because what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to pull that out, move this, and do it again. I'll pull this off to show you what's going on here. Now, you see here this adjusts. So as I crank it, I can pull it back out, crank it like that. So that's what I'm doing on here. Yeah, this side is a little more tricky because this part's wider, so I'm hitting the top. So every time you turn it around, you have to pull that over and keep on doing that until it's tight. If that knowing, you could take that off the grinder, but this is fine. Okay, that's tight. Another thing to do, this is adjustable by a little bit, probably about 1/4 inch, is you can adjust the gap on this from underneath there. I actually got it out as far as it can go, so you can probably get it a little tighter if you need to adjust this fence. There's like 6 bolts underneath here. You would have to adjust that a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in and just give you an idea of how loud this is. See if my bench don't wobble at all. Well, that's really quiet. Can't really hear it that much. In fact, you can hear me talking. All right, shut this off. Now, another thing about changing these discs out is their adhesive. And I'll have to probably do another video when this one wears out. But I saw another video on where actually a guy took it off and actually took a heat gun and actually got all that adhesive off. He put in a new one on. All right, I'm gonna get a piece of wood here and we're gonna try this. All right, so I got a nice chunk of wood I'm gonna be testing that with. These are really popular for metal. The reviews or videos I've seen on it use metal. I don't work with metal that much, so a lot of wood. Works pretty pretty good. Way better than that other one, the other BAUER. Of course, that's not as powerful. Let's see if we can adjust the camera and get a closer shot of that for you. We're going to show a close up of that dust port. All right, pretty impressive, pretty powerful. I could not stop that, and I was pressing pretty hard on that log. And this did not vibrate, this did not walk at all. The bench did not move. There's just a little bit of vibration in it, but I was really impressed that this did not move or vibrate away like my bench grinder does that. Unless I clamp it down, it'll walk on its own. And of course, you got the fence guide if you need to use that for something. And then the top will adjust as well. Get a pretty good angle on that. Just remember that left side, you have to just, pull that off and it hits that top there. All right, guys. Have any questions, put in the comments. And if you are looking at get one of these, what are you using it for? Like I said, a lot of people use these for metal. I haven't saw anybody use them for wood like I was doing. Okay, have a great day, guys.